Can you take a 3 mistakes article about entrepreneurs and turn it into not just an ebook, not just a coaching group, not just a course, and not just a membership site, but that and more into a profitable content empire? We're going to answer that question here in just a moment. Episode 104 of the Content Profit Show. And every time I add a number, I thank y'all, because this is because of y'all and your response and your support of this. And thank you so much. We're going to dive into some interesting stuff today. Right over here is the creator of the Super Focused Entrepreneur Action Plan. I love that phrase. Okay. You mean actually do stuff, Eric? What a concept. So, Eric, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Jeff.
So glad that you're here. You still
Set
down
the
in
context? Jeff and I have known each other for a while, and he's awesome.
At least 10
and
years.
I'm looking forward to this.
At least 10 years. Are you still down in South Central Florida?
I am.
Okay. All right. Cool. Hopefully you guys will avoid the storms this summer.
Yeah. The Atlantic coast isn't as bad as the Gulf Coast. I'm on the Atlantic coast.
That's true. It comes in through there a lot. All right. So let's jump over and take a look at your article. Dive right in here. So 3 critical mistakes. Oops, did I make that switch right? No, I did not. Aha. See?
There we go.
I bet that's a lot better. All right. 3 critical mistakes entrepreneurs make and what to do instead.
By the way, any feedback on the title and the subtitle, let me know. But
thank you for the segue, because I was just going to say that. I like them short, and then the what to do instead. I only know one other person that puts that in the subtitle, and that's me. So yeah, I kind of like it. You've done a good modeling job here. And so 3 big challenges. I like how you phrase that. Distractions. Yep. Indicators. Yep. And then I love it. What to do instead. Okay.
And I'll just put a plug in. This is one of your 21 templates.
I thought it looked familiar.
It's your 3 mistakes template.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. All right. And then a powerful tool. Refocus quickly. Cool. See, part of what's awesome about this, look at this. You've got 6 steps here in the what to do instead. That by itself is an article. That by itself is a webinar and maybe even a mini course. And we scroll down to number 2. Working on the wrong thing. How did Alex Mondosian used to say that? The only thing that worse than running in the wrong direction is running in the wrong direction enthusiastically. We've been there.
I've done a lot of market research with my tribe, and this one pops up.
It shows what to do instead. And then bullet, bullet, bullet. Beautiful. Not triaging what gets on your calendar, like we mentioned in the pre-show. Yeah, exactly. Biggest problem is triaging what gets on your calendar. Yep. The urgency of the moment. What to do instead.
The key quote that I picked up from one guy is, "Can I have my half hour back, please?"
that I love that. One of the things you can do, I would go in here and take that and highlight it, make in a separate place in the article, maybe right underneath this. Add some humor. Set up a framework with. I was reading something this morning about somebody's answer to, "Hey, can I take you to lunch and pick your brain?" I didn't read all the responses, but my favorite has always been, "Sure, and the fee for that is," yeah. So you can say no better. Yep. Boy, that's important. Natural cycles of when you're productive to do your own work. Yeah, that's AM for me. It all leads up to this.
Yeah. Yeah. I have people that do a lot of client, well, people do client work and people that, you know, are, provide feedback, like for other, they will work
Right.
for somebody else to,
Right.
but their calendar just gets littered and it's like they just don't get their stuff done.
Exactly. Oh, I like the way you worked in mistake number 2. Golden nugget. Woo!
Where have I
Bottom.
heard that before?
I don't know. Some white-haired guy probably. What's next? Yep.
I have an app, so
Yeah,
that's why
that's
I'm
awesome
trying to
too.
encourage people to go to that.
You may be the first person on this show that's had an app, so good for you.
And one of the neat things about it, I have my course, the Super Focused Entrepreneur Action Plan,
Right.
and I have other materials, and I will be adding a substantial remake of that. But the thing is, if you have the app, you can carry it with you and you can stream things. I know people that said, I just want to listen to it in the car or when I'm on a hike or something like
I
that.
love it. How'd
I
you
mean,
go
even
about creating an app?
I have something called Action Era, which is um, a site that provides space for all your content as well
Right.
as your course and podcast and summits and
Oh,
all
that's cool.
this kind. It's like a super amazing thing. Yeah,
Wow.
it's like an all-in-one tool. It has your email lists and calendar scheduling. Yeah, it's like a whole thing.
And it creates apps. That's pretty cool.
And you get an app and a website.
That's worth checking out.
The content is
Cool.
on both. Mm-hmm.
If you have an affiliate link to that, Eric, send me the link later, and I'll include it in the show notes.
I will,
because that's a good resource I did not know about. All right, so let's take a look at what we can do with this. Eric's new content empire, 3 entrepreneurial mistakes article, and the traffic drill, email newsletter, webinars. I'm big on Medium and now getting big on Substack as unknown ways to drive a tremendous amount of traffic. Now I've got right in here a 5-module course. You've already got a signature course.
I've got a 6-module course. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So let's work with this 6-module signature course. And so, you're taking a class in that right now and building a course.
Right. And I should add the thing on the top of that for me is one-on-one that would, the course leads to that.
Oh,
and
yeah.
the
We're
other,
going to get there. We're going to get there because
okay, cool.
now, knowing that you've already got this, I want to build a couple of things. Like you said, what comes after the one-on-one, and then what comes before too.
Yeah.
Because one of the things that occurs to me that would be easy for you to do because it's already created is, those 3 mistakes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Each mistake, there's so much this could be, Eric. I mean, this could be a paid webinar. I'm gonna have to make our box bigger here. Webinar. There's something I've started calling pop-up content profit groups, and it's where you bring, say, 5 people together at $97, and they each get 20 minutes to work on a specific thing that the topic is on, and they get the group feedback and all that kind of stuff. And a lot of people from that, will go further with you. So that's a lead in. Mini courses is a lead in, and even from the 6-module course could be, I told you we need to make this bigger, could be mini courses too, each module. Course. All right, so and that's all traffic drive into your signature course, which is cool, by the way. Now let's talk about what's next, one of which was one-on-one consulting, right?
Mm-hmm. That's what I plan to start with, and then move that to be a mastermind. That's
Yeah.
that's my current thinking.
Okay.
And let's talk.
I'm sorry, I was coughing. Say that again.
I said, so that's my current thinking, and let's talk.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Because see, there's a couple of models here. You can do this alone. Just do one-on-one consults, and then of course there's an offer at the end, right? If you want to work with that person.
Well, I really want to. I'm doing that to learn. I
Yeah.
want the leverage. I want the leverage of group.
Yes. Yes. And so that's what this would lead to is a mastermind. Um, we can call it a mastermind, a membership, or we can combine all the things. Because we were talking earlier about how this show combines all my years of doing stuff, and so does this because you can combine. I think it's great to get the one-on-one stuff, to learn about what these people need, right? And also, at some point, you can combine this into, it's something they get in the mastermind. They get a consult when they come in, right? And then you could also even make that part of the, you could add courses in there. You could have a mastermind membership model. And these are all the higher ticket stuff, the one-on-one and the mastermind, and then whatever else you do. Because really what you've got here, Eric, in this 6-module signature course is the seeds and the nucleus, if you will, of really a content profit empire. Because you think about all these things down here, paid webinars, mini courses from the SIG course. And a lot of those are going to lead here to the 6-module signature course, which is great. The consults will lead, but I like to think of it as all roads lead to the mastermind or to the membership, right?
Right.
And what's cool is the numbers I play with. About half the people, a third to half the people that take a course end up in a mastermind. About a third of them that take one of these mini courses end up in a mastermind. And I learned that years ago. I think it was 2008. I was coming back from Tom Anthion's, wanted to get here in Atlanta to do a preview call for a teleseminar show. And I didn't make it. I stopped somewhere around Charlotte and, set up everything in the hotel room like I've done before. I'm walking around listening to the last one I did, wanting to make sure I didn't miss anything. And you know how I congratulate people on a webinar when they come on board. Well, I congratulated 3 people in a row, and I went, wait a minute. All 3 of those people are in my membership. Let's look at these numbers.
Right.
And so this is a great, I'm a little tired of the word funnel. So I started talking about profit pipelines because, see, you've got multiple sources of profit here.
And or you can call it a customer journey too. I mean,
there you go. I like that.
Yeah.
And then the only thing about one-on-one consults is, you got to be there, right? You thinking 20, 30 hour, what?
Yep. I totally agree. That's why I'm only doing this at the beginning and then turning into a group. Because I don't mind scheduling a period of time regularly to teach.
Yeah.
If I can leverage that.
Exactly. Exactly right. Because, I start seeing one-on-one stuff and I think about my old counseling psychologist days when, it was a great income being paid $150 an hour, but you had to be there, Yeah.
And it was and you transformed that couch to a mouse. So where did I hear that?
You know what? That one was invented in Tallahassee in 2015 because I was down there doing a reunion with the old campus ministry group. And back then people knew me as a counseling psychologist. So they're asking questions And Caleb and I were walking back from the game with a group of people, and it just kind of landed like I traded my couch for a mouse there. And I had a group of people to try it out on too. So yeah, you've been paying attention. And so you're getting a glimpse of the future here, and you're not going to get anywhere. You know me. You're not going to get anybody that's more committed to your content profit than me. Questions so far? What do you got?
So I'm with you. I'm a little. I have to think about what I'd want to do in terms of taking the modules in my course and turning them into mini courses.
Right.
But the idea of taking the 3 mistakes and turning them into some kind of a thing, I really like that, or something along those lines.
Yeah.
I mean, the 3 mistakes address 3 kind of top of mind issues that I've
Yeah.
found when I talk with folks.
That we all have.
Right.
And I mean, even just a paid webinar on each one of those mistakes would be a great lead into the 6 module course. The only thing, well, we'll talk about that later when it's just you and I. But that's a great place to start. And all of those things are there for each mistake. I mean, paid webinar, mini courses, that's 6 things that point to your 6 module signature course right there.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, just to brainstorm a little bit, those could be, each one of those mistakes could be mini ebooks too. They could be so many things. We could do a whole show on just what those could be. So my friend, I told you that it'll be a fast 20 minutes, right?
Very fast.
Yeah, I know. And so we're heading towards wrap up. And I'm glad you got a glimpse of the future. Let me check the comments here. Okay. Is that you saying it had speaking opportunities when it launched?
I haven't put any comments in.
Okay. I wonder who that is. Oh, well. That's okay. Glimpse of the future. Any questions as we wrap up here?
Well, we'll talk about it when we get when we talk one-on-one. But yeah, I'm looking to try to identify some additional low-end revenue opportunities. So that's what we've already kind of outlined here. I mean, I want to translate this into income.
Yeah, your whole empire is in that one article, and in that one course. So we'll build on that. All right, Eric, thank you so much for being here. It was a real treat when I saw you sign up, and I look forward to, folks. This is a good one for a case study. You may have us see us back together to deliver the massive success of the case study. So thanks, Eric. Thanks for being a great guest, for bringing good stuff.
Thank you.
Now, folks, if you want to sit in Eric's seat, not in his home, but in a content profit seat, there's a link right down here, jeffherring.com/profit, where you can go get that. Last time I looked, we're booked for this month and into the next. So, get there if you want one. So as we wrap up, as always, thank you for being here. A lot of places you could have been, and you chose to be with us. So always appreciate that. And until the next episode, you know what to do. Go use this stuff.